Hi everyone, I'm back. I am Lisa. This is Happy to Hook Creations, crochet podcast. We talk about crochet, talk about life happenings, and patterns. Other podcasters, if it's crochet related, I'll talk about it as much as I can. So, oh my goodness, guys, it's been crazy. It has been 3 weeks. So, the day before my birthday, August 20th, I was exposed to not only one, but two people who tested positive for COVID. I had to, of course, be quarantined. And then 6 days into the quarantine, I started to feel sick. I didn't have like any breathing issues. That was always the first thing they were asking me, but I just felt like I didn't want to drink coffee. When I don't want to drink coffee, I know something's coming, because I drink coffee every single day, sometimes 2 cups if I really want it. So when I knew the smell and everything was just really getting to me, I knew something was up. So I did call my doctor. She had me go in and get tested. And from that day, they did an x-ray and everything. So that added another 2 weeks on to the quarantine, which was why I was in for 3 weeks. So, I don't want to get too into it. It was definitely not fun. I missed my birthday, my husband's birthday, and it not that it's not a big deal. I think birthdays are wonderful, because when you have one, it's kind of nice, right? When you have one every year, it's a blessing, in my opinion. So, and I know there's lots of people who, had to have birthdays during quarantine, which just totally stung, especially the little ones. That is just always so hard. The hardest part for me was staying in the guest room and having to be away from Jack and Abby, because he was up for his checkup for his 1 year since his cancer. And, she's got school and everything, even though it's remote, or virtual schooling. I just wanted to stay away from them because I didn't want to get them sick. So that was the hardest part for me, because, if you're in any kind of relationship, I don't know about you, but I need that hug and kiss in the morning. He would come to the door and he'd knock. Honey, are you awake? Yes, I'm awake. And he says, okay, I'm heading to work. I love you. That was it. Man, oh man. So yesterday was my last day of quarantine. Today is Saturday. It is September 12th. It is also our youngest grandson, Jacob. He is 5 years old today. So happy birthday, Jacob. Nana loves you. So yeah, guys, it's been crazy. So during the x-ray, back to that real quick, I'm going to be all over the place, and I'm really going to desperately try not to make this long, because I do have things to show you, and I'm going to do it in several videos, because I'm already tired. It's just been, and I've got muscle aches and pain still, but could be from all my crocheting. I love everyone's been leaving comments about my scrap cans. You guys are so awesome. I just love you to death. So anyway, they did a chest x-ray, and I did have fluid in my lungs. So, that's what made the doctor do another test for COVID, a positive test. But, my church family and my family and friends, everybody has been wonderful. Definitely my sister Jennifer, who has been, making sure that we eat, and, if we need anything, she's like constantly calling or stopping by to see if we need anything. My in-laws, everybody was just absolutely wonderful. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys so much for that. It's really nice to know when you're in any kind of, crisis or, sickness or whatever, that, there's people there that, will just step right in and say, hey, what do you need? Let us do this. So that was absolutely wonderful. And today, just, oh my gosh, this tastes so good. I mean, It just, it's the little things, guys. It's just the little things. And I am drinking pumpkin spice, um, Starbucks pumpkin spice, I think, for my, it's a Keurig cup. And then I put vanilla caramel creamer in there that my preacher's wife, Claire, brought over for me when I told her that I was running out of coffee. She brought me 2 big things. Like, I have white chocolate mocha and vanilla caramel. And she brought me over Twinkie and Ding Dong coffee. Oh, so, so wonderful. She loves coffee like I do. It's wonderful. So thank you again, Claire. That was great. So anyway, yeah, so that's what I was dealing with. I ran a fever 4 days in a row. And then when I thought it was going to break the 5th day, because you got to go 24 hours without a fever, without medicine. And then the 5th day, I ran a fever again. And then it was just like back and forth. It was just a mess. So Jack's birthday was September 5th. And the day after, that Sunday, I started to feel better. Didn't have a fever that day. And I had my first cup of coffee that I hadn't had in almost 2 weeks. So it was really nice. And we're actually going to Amanda's tomorrow because she is doing a cookout for us, because our birthdays are only 2 weeks apart. 15 days if you want to get technical. So anyway, yeah, so that's what's been going on, and that's why you haven't seen me. So, and I had a lot of comments and everyone wishing me well and praying. So thank you guys so much for that. I really appreciate it. So I know I jumped right in. So let me just say hi to everyone who's been with me from the beginning, all my subscribers. Hi to my new ones. You're very welcome here. Thank you for stopping by. Thanks for subscribing and hitting that like button. We do have a Facebook page, Happy to Hook Creations. And then I have Happy to Hook, which is where I usually post items for sale or, you know, just any other thing. I don't put my items up for sale on my Happy to Hook Creations page. That's on a separate one. So on the Happy to Hook Creations, if you are a knitter or crochet or knitter, I have to say crocheting first because that's probably 90%, if not more, of the people that are on the group. But you are definitely welcome if you knit. I don't mind at all. I keep saying I'm going to try. One of these days I might get around to doing it. I don't know. But it's just one question that you have to answer. And I think we're almost at 600 subscribers. When we get there, I will do another giveaway for, it'll probably be a Ravelry pattern. So yeah, so if you're not a member, hop on over there. We'd love to have you. There's some very talented people over there, very loving and very uplifting. So check them out. Check us out, I guess. I did get some crocheting done, not a lot. I mean, you know, it's been 3 weeks that I was in quarantine, so it's probably been closer to a month, I guess, since my last podcast. I don't know. I don't even know what podcast number this is. 101, 102. I'll figure it out. I'll put it in there. But oh man, I did want to. Let's see. I do have a few items that I wanted to go over with you guys real quick. But I hope that everyone is well. I hope that everyone is staying safe. This has been, you know, this whole quarantine ordeal. It doesn't make me leery to go and see a client, but it makes me more cautious. Because even though I had on a mask, now I will wear a mask, gloves, and a robe when I go into someone's home to do a walkthrough or whatever I need to do. So, and, you know, just be mindful of other people because, you know, this is what could happen. You could be quarantined, away from your family, away from your job. I did most of my work here. The only thing I couldn't do was travel on the days that I actually felt like doing something. So, yeah. All right, we're almost 10 minutes in. Let's talk some crocheting. I didn't want to like really get into it. First, before we get to crocheting, let's get the elephant out of the room. I don't have any curls anymore, guys. Yeah, my hair's getting too long. I said by my birthday that I was going to make a decision as to whether I was going to continue to cut it really short and just keep it curly or let it grow. It's getting there. And right now it's at this like in between stage where it's too short to really pull it back and it's too long to have it really, I don't know. We shall see. When it starts to really get on my nerves, you guys know I'm going to get the scissors and chop it all off. So one day at a time. I'll take what I can get, really. Oh, okay. We are going to talk crocheting, but I know you guys knew about Jack's appointment. They did find 3 polyps. It was biopsied and everything is fine. He does not have to go back for 5 years. So we are super, super excited about that. And, you know, I tell everyone God is good all the time, every day, every minute, every hour, every second. It's always his will. And, you know, we have to accept whatever it is. That's how it is in my household. I know a lot of people aren't like that, and I'm totally cool with it. But we are so blessed and so thankful that he doesn't have to do this for 5 years. I mean, he's had, oh my gosh, he's had to go through, I think, 4 of these procedures in the last year since they found out about the cancer. So he's glad that he's going to take a nice little break. And fingers crossed, our life plan is in 5 years when he goes back for his colonoscopy screening, we will be retired. We are still moving forward with our 5-year plan. So, man, that would just be wonderful. If we can do it sooner, that would be even better. But yeah, so that's the plan. Okay, so now, and if I forgot anything, you guys just put a comment down there and say, hey, Lisa, what happened to blah, blah, blah? Because, you know, I don't want to keep you guys. And we're already 12 minutes in and I'm trying to cram everything at you. And I don't mean to, but it's just been 3 weeks is a long time when you're used to doing this every week or once or twice a week to keep you guys caught up. So I think I remember in the last podcast, I was making headbands. I was fiddling around with it, with just how to make one so that it looks really cute. And I wanted it textured. And I found a pattern that I liked. It's my own. It's not one that I just, you just mess around with stitches, which is what I was doing. And I believe that this yarn, I'm not 100%, guys, but I believe this yarn is Barley and it's Vanna's Choice. I'm pretty sure. So I don't know if I showed these to you or if they're or this color. I might have, but I made several. So here's the first one. Okay, there's the back. I really like the way the back looks. I mean, the twisting is cute, but I like that. I like the way it turned out. So there's that. And this is Barley, and it's overcast here, and it's already raining, so the lighting is probably not going to be the best. But this color is Barley, and I made 4 of these. I'm not going to show you all. They look exactly like this. They're just 4 of them. So, because I'm going to put them on my shop. So, let me get that out of the way. I made that one. And then, this is not Vanna's. This, I think, was a Red Heart. Something Fleck. I don't know. But I liked it, and I thought it's, neutral enough. It would make a really pretty headband. And I like the way it turned out. And there's the back. So, I think it looks really good. So I'm probably going to write this pattern up just so I have it. And I made, I made 4 of those as well. Oh, I said I wasn't going to show, but yeah. So I made 4 of those for the Barley because I wanted to have multiples to list instead of just having one. That way I'd have lots of ready to ship items. I can just grab it, bag it, and go. I used Bernat Softy Chunky. Yes, Bernat Softy Chunky in the purple color. And I made this one. And this is going to go with a set that I'll show you in a minute because I did some 3-piece sets that I listed on my shop. So this will be included, but I wanted to show you how that looked with chunky yarn. So there's the purple one. And I had enough left over after making, I made a hat and a cowl. I'll show you that in a minute with the purple. And I had enough left over. This is going to Jordan because she likes the little thinner open headbands. So I'm going to give that to her. And I've been using up, you know, just little balls of yarn. This was before my scrap gans. But I don't have any idea. This was just in my bag. I don't know what yarn it is. If you guys recognize the yarn, definitely let me know. This one's different. I did 2 rows of front and back posts in the center instead of 1. And I really like it. I think it turned out nice. I'm going to make one like this, only thinner or thicker, because this one's just a regular sized headband. And if, you know, you make them a little bit thinner, then it would be like a head warmer. So, I just love the way that feels. That feels so neat. Anyway, this one is definitely Red Heart, and I always forget the name of this yarn. But it was also, I hit the thing, sorry. This was also in a ball of yarn in my container that I keep. So I'm sure you guys would be able to recognize this color right away. So this one's a little bit wider, but, and there's that one. I think when they're brighter like this, it's kind of harder to see the texture. Here, let me show you. So, I mean, you can see it, but not as well as, look at that one. So this is my favorite. This, any kind of like the fleck or the barley, those look really nice, I think, because it really shows the texture off well. But there's that one. And this one is Aran Fleck, because it was the last that I had, and I use this one a lot. And it's a lot lighter, if you notice. There's this one, and then the barley. So, and they're just, I tried to do as many neutral colors as I could, you know, as I could find before I got into my skeins of yarn. So these are all from scraps of yarn that I had in my container. And I had a gray, which I absolutely love. This, I believe, is Granite. I love this yarn. I can always, you can feel and you know what it is because it's such a soft yarn. Oops, and there's the back of that one, which I think is really nice. Like I said, they look really good. They're so quick to make. Time-wise, I couldn't tell you. I just know that they're quick to make. I would just pick one up, make it, sew it together, toss it in a chair. My chair, my couch sits against my back wall, and then the chair's to the right of me. So when I'm done, the chair's like my finished objects chair. I just toss it over there and bring it into my craft room, and I'm ready to do a video and show you guys what I've been working on. I'm still a little but this one I can't remember. I think this was It Feels Like Butter, because yeah, I think that's what it was. Ivory, I guess, maybe, or off-white, because it is not white. But this is a good color, too. Look at that. I just like the way that looks. And that's what I wanted. I wanted something to look, you know, you can see it. I think I should have made it wider, but again, I'm just using up yarn, so I didn't have much left over. This is all I had to make, or it would have been a little bit wider. And then this one is, I love this yarn, Birchwood Cottage, I believe. This is another one. It's another favorite of mine that I use. The color, it's so pretty. I've made shawls and hats and cowls. It's a really good color. And it's got gray, ivory, and tans. It's really, really pretty. So I like the way that turned out. I think when I showed you the ones before that I made, I used a Karen Big Cake. That's right, because I had made some purses and stuff like that. Two more to go. And then I'll count them and see exactly how many I ended up making. This one was the rest of, excuse me guys, hold on. This one was, it was a Red Heart stripe. I couldn't tell you. I just remember it was a Red Heart stripe, but I don't remember the name of it, and I'm sure someone will look at it and go, oh, I know what colorway that was. But it was really cute. Jordan has already claimed it because I was FaceTiming them since I couldn't see them. And I like showing her what I make because she is 7, and that child is so into headbands right now. So, yeah, she'll probably get a few of these. She just likes them very colorful, very colorful. So, there's that one. And then the last one, I was just kind of playing around because I had an order for a hat that is on my shop. It's one of my top 5 sellers. And then, so it's my rainbow beanie. So I thought it'd be cute to make a little hat. I didn't put the texture in the middle. I just went ahead and just used the colors to make just a little small one. So Jordan will probably take this one too, because, you know, I can't say no to her. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, there's 17. I guess I did make quite a few. So 17 of those. But this is also in it, like, you know, I've been on, like I said, quarantine for 3 weeks, people. So the first couple of like 6 days, I was like, you know, well, let me just crochet and get some stuff done. So it was just before I got sick that I just didn't want to do anything. So I was telling you about the rainbow hat. And this is my rainbow beanie that I make. So since I had an order for one, I just went ahead and whipped up another one just in case, just so I'll have it. I usually do that in September, and I'm really behind if I wanted to be truthful about it, because it is already the 12th, and usually by the end of August, I start making some of the items that I sell a lot of. I start making extra so that I'll have them in my shop for ready to ship, especially around, you know, like a couple of weeks before Halloween and then Christmas time. So I'll be making more of these because I sell quite a few of these hats. They like this one. And then if you guys remember a few videos back, I did a rainbow hat, but I used the divine pattern. And I've sold quite a few of those too. So I might do a few more of them as well. That way they'll have a choice of just like a regular double crochet. Yeah, double crochet, or, you know, just a straight one, I guess, versus the spiral. So there's that. I just have to put my all my labels on them because I've got all my labels that came in, and I haven't put anything on anything. I don't like sewing those things on. I like the ones, I got it for a gift, the ones with the pivots. You just clip them on. Oh man, those are like the absolute best. So if somebody out there gets theirs, let me know. I haven't looked yet, and I'm sure I will, but if you guys have a go-to place that you really like, that you get personalized labels to put on your items when you're finished with them to sell, let me know, because I'll take anything into consideration. So the purple one that I showed you, the purple headband, that is going with a set, and here's the hat. I don't put pom-poms on them unless they want them. The way this hat goes, I will really, really try to find this. I remember that I had to put it in my crochet hat board on my Pinterest account. So I'm pretty sure I can find it. It's like a 30-minute hat. It is super quick to work up because you're using chunky yarn, and I used an M hook, I believe. But this is the standard size, and this is the one I use, excuse me, all the time. You're using like it's like 17 or 18 stitches, but you do single crochets, and then you do half double crochets and stop. And then the last 5 are always going to be a single crochet in the back loop, because that's what makes the brim. So as you're making the hat, it turns out it's like this. So you don't have to do the brim separate. Everything is made. The 2 single crochets is to make it smaller at the top so you can cinch it, so you know, or cinch it, yeah. And then the half double crochets, and then the single crochets in back loop. And then that's what it makes. And it's a really cute little quick hat, and a pom-pom on it would be amazing. But I have a lot of my customers that don't, they just want it to fit like an actual beanie, tight to their head without the pom-pom. So I always just tell them if they want me to add one, I will. Other than that, they don't really care. And to go with that, I made a cowl to go with it. And it's, like I said, this is all the chunky softy yarn, and I use 2 full skeins. of 108 yards, I believe, in each one. So it made this cowl, this hat, this headband, and then this is what was left over, and I made this little headband for Jordan. And that's using 2 of them. So that's 216 yards. So that's not bad. And I've got this listed already as a 3-piece on my shop already. All right, so now this one is, I could not tell you what the yarn was because it was a big, huge ball. I mean, this ball was like this big, but this is like a size 6. Easily, it's a size 6. See how big that is? So that one ball just made this, I had maybe that much left over after I sewed it in and everything. So it made another cowl. And it's like a chocolate brown. It's really, really dark brown. So I don't know if, yeah, see, maybe I'm holding it too close because that's more, it's really dark. Because I notice if I get it closer, it looks kind of lighter, but it's not. It's really dark brown. But it's super thick. It may or may not have wool in it. So I might just give this to a family member instead of selling it. Because if I don't know, if I'm not sure, I can't sell it. Because I don't want, you know, I don't want to sell it to someone who's allergic to wool. That would just be icky. So, all right. So let's see here. Headbands. Okay, so I had purchased a pattern, Fall Embrace. Oh, I remembered. It's the Fall Embrace. I showed you guys the shawl, and I used did I use a Karen cake? I might have used a Karen cake. It was really like 2 greens, 2 different types of greens, or a teal, and then like an orange thrown in there. And I wasn't sure how well that was going to come out. But it looked really nice, and it was a purchased pattern. So when I was done with that, I had a little bit of yarn left over after a cupcake that I had made. So I used the same pattern, but a smaller one to make for like a little shawl if you want to just put it around your shoulders. I think it's too small. It's more for the one that you put around your neck. I'm too hot right now. I'm not going to do that, but I love these colors. This is just gorgeous. And I don't normally use tassels, but I thought, you know, all the ones that they show have tassels on them. So I put tassels. This was Cupcake Clown. Something clown. I'll look. But there's that. And if Jordan doesn't see this, I might be able to put it on my shop. That girl, I tell you. And she knows that I can't say no to her. That's my problem. But it's got such a neat little, it's got a neat design. You see how cool that looks? But yeah, I will find her, the link to her pattern, and I will put it below because I can't even think of the designer's name. I just know that it was called like the Fall Embrace because when I saw it, I was flipping through Instagram and she had made it, and it was in this beautiful color, and the color and the texture of how the pattern is worked up, it just looked amazing. So I thought, man, I got to have that because you guys know I love to make them. I have one shawl that I was gifted. It was the red and black one. Oh my gosh, who was that? You know who you are, and it was beautiful, and I've actually worn that to church more than once. So, and it's, you know, now not so taboo for me. I'm still not really keen on wearing shawls, but if it's one that really, really speaks to me or means something to me, I will definitely wear it. So, yeah, who knew? So anyway, I do like the way this one turned out, so I will be making more. And my daughter really liked the tassels, so I'll continue to make the tassels because I don't even like fringe. I'm just so weird. But I'm not opposed to putting them on an item because it could be something that, you know, a customer is going to want. So I'm perfectly fine with that. Excuse me, guys. Ugh, one more sip. I still have this nagging nasal stuff. And you know, I had a headache probably the entire time I was in quarantine. And it's still kind of just over this right eye. And the pollen, we kept getting a thing about the pollen count. Ugh. And I was like, really? Just, I don't want to deal with this. But yeah, so if you had allergies, you did not want to be on my side of town because it was horrible outside. And the only time I would go out was to step out on the deck to look at my dog when she went to the bathroom. That was it. And then I was back in the house. So, and then it's raining today. So that just tells me I'm staying in today too. Okay, so I've got one more item and it's kind of sort of finished, but I haven't done the, you know, the weaving. I haven't weaved in any ends. I only have two. But when I was moving things around, I had a shelf here. I think I told you guys that I was moving things around. I took the two 6-foot shelves off. And what did I do? Oh, I just remembered I forgot to have Abigail put those out on the curb. Oh well, hope they don't charge me. But anyway, yeah, see how distracted I get? Oh my goodness. So I took the shelves down because at some point I had to just stop. Those shelves were put up so I could arrange things a little bit, you know, nicer, have everything organized. Yeah, it didn't work out that way. Every time I had something or found, I would just put it on that shelf. And I had two of them and I had my light up there. So now the light's behind my laptop on this table that I have back here. So my table is still full of stuff that I'm slowly but surely trying to get rid of. It's not easy. I miss having that space, but it's so much, it looks more spacious in here because this room is I think 9 by 9. Yeah, it's like 9 by 9. So I got my sewing machine. I actually took that out, guys. I took it out because I told myself I'm not going to leave it in storage. After my mom died, I put it in storage with my other two sewing machines because I brought hers back when we packaged up her townhouse and everything after her death. So I have it out. It's on a shelf now. So I really want to do something, and Abby's been showing me signs of wanting to learn how to sew. Well, we're going to try it. Joann Fabrics is right up the street, so we'll go there, buy a couple pieces of fabric, and see what we can work out. But this room is a mess, and I've been seeing such wonderful pictures of organized craft rooms, and I just need my Amanda in my life. So I've hinted at her several times. We'll see if she catches on that I want her to come in here and, you know, help get this place organized again. She's really good at it, and I could do it. But to me, when you don't see your kids very often, even though they're grown, I will use any excuse I can to get them in this house. I am not kidding you. I will just like, yeah, I could do it, but you know, I'm like busy with stuff. If you have time, can you come on over? So they come over. So yeah. Let's see. All right, that's it. Let me show you this one. So what I was saying before I, you know, got on the thing about my craft room, the reason I told you guys about getting rid of the shelves and everything is because I'm trying to use up all my scrap yarn. I'm trying to use up my blanket yarn because the shelves here, if you have been following me this whole time, you know that at first I had milk crates up here, or not milk, I guess milk crates, but you buy them at the store. So like dorm crates, I guess. I had this whole wall was nothing but crates. And then some of the yarn was heavy and it was, you know, causing it to just not settle right. It was moving one way or the other or leaning or whatever. So I ordered these that I found clearanced at Walmart, these shelves. Didn't care that they were yellow. I thought they looked really, you know, they were going to serve their purpose. The boxes that these came out of, I have 3 of them sitting in my closet right now, and they are chock full, I am not kidding, with blanket yarn. Every color you could imagine are in there. So the place where I work, and they do have a Facebook page. I will link that below because there's a main building. It's a huge building because our services are for families and children, and there's, you know, fostering, there's parenting, there's counseling, there's all kinds of things or services that they provide. But when a child does not get adopted out or fostered, especially during a holiday, they stay at that location. So it's, you know, it's a really big building, and you know, it's large enough to accommodate, of course, for kids. Sometimes kids don't get to leave there, you know, because they, for some reason or another, they don't get adopted out, they don't get fostered. So they stay there, and then when they're 18, they get into a program until they're 21 to kind of help them learn how to pay bills on their own and get their own place, things like that. They are taking in donations. They do it all the time. But when I was speaking to one of the directors there, I told her, I said, well, you know, I crochet, and I always make sure that my foster kids get something to take with them before they go to their, you know, new home or back to their homes. So she said that she would absolutely love to have some donations. So if anyone is interested in that, please just send me a comment. You can comment below, or you can send me a message. You can email me. If you knit, if you crochet, if you even want to sew, they take blankets from newborn all the way up to adult. And that'll get to my next thing that I wanted to show you. But I just, it's really special to me because my husband and I have been licensed through them for the last 12 years. And we are now going to another company because I am an employee. And so we don't want, you know, a conflict of interest, but we are, have decided to move forward with renewing our license, even, you know, hopefully once all this COVID mess is over and, you know, things are back to somewhat normal. I don't know. But we'll see. It hopefully doesn't take too long because, like I said, we still have our 5-year plan for retiring. Let's see, I've got it on my brain. But yeah, if you guys are interested, please let me know, because these kids are, you know, they're going through so much when they have to go. Not everyone is lucky enough to stay in one foster home. Sometimes something happens and they have to leave that home and go to another one. Sometimes they do go back to their families, which is the end result that we are striving for. Sometimes that doesn't happen. So when a child it doesn't even sound like it's anything that important, like, oh, well, it's just a hat. To them, it's not. To them, it's something that was made for them. They could pick it out on their own, and then they can take that with them. They don't have to share that with anyone. So I always made sure they had either a blanket, a hat, or a scarf. If you know how to make mittens, I've never made mittens before. I'm going to try this year. That is on my to-do list, is to crochet a pair of mittens, because, you know, kids get cold, hands get cold. And I just never really thought about making any, but I would love to have some under my belt. So if anyone has a good pattern for crocheted mittens, hit me up. Put it down in the description box below, or the comments below. That would be wonderful. But yeah, if you are interested in all of helping, or at all, please let me know, because, you know, these kids, and a lot of them are babies that go to foster homes. Some of them are up for adoption. Like I said, I'll put the description or the link below. You just click on that link. It'll take you right to the place. It'll explain everything, all the services that they provide. Anything that you guys can do to help out would be great. I think there's also US born books. I don't know how. There's a book club out there, and it's probably going to be on that link as well when you click on it. So if you purchase books through them, some of the proceeds will go to the services, to the for the families. So, you know, thank you for listening to me. I appreciate it. I know I'm rambling, and I do apologize, but like I said, it's been a while since I've been on, so I appreciate you for sticking around. Okay, so the blankets, that's why I was building up to this. This one is, I think, Pitter Patter. And I did not put a border on it. It's just two things of the yarn. I don't have white. If I do, it's in the very bottom of the bin, or of the box. And the box is about, I don't know, 2.5 feet. It's about right here. And there's 3 of them in the closet, and they're full of these because they had. I'm sure if you know, if you've been with me for a while, you remember that Amazon had them on sale for $3.50, the 10.5 ounce. I'd never seen them that low before. And then if you're a Prime member, the shipping was free, but you could only get 4 at a time. So, you know, I would order multiple times, and I got lots of, so I have lots of off-white. I think it was called vintage white. And then they had country blue. They had, a teal. What other? They had some other colors. Whatever colors they had, I bought them. And then, of course, Joann's would have them on sale when they would go on sale for $4.99. So this one is this is going to be donated. I've got a box in the guest room right now for stuff that I'll be taking on Monday. So this is one of them that's folded in half. I don't know what size it is, but I was thinking this is, you know, it'd be a good size for a baby. And it's so soft and squishy, you guys. It's just the absolute best. So there is the last one. And like I said, I've just got to, I've got to put some kind of a border on it. I just don't know what to, if I have pink, I might put pink around it or something. Because this is clearly for a girl because of all the pink in there. But yeah, if you guys are interested in helping, please just, you know, shoot me a message, happytohook@gmail.com. If I remember, I'll put that on the screen, but it will be in the notes so that you guys can just click on that. And I'm just trying to think of what else I needed to tell you. I have been making scrap blankets, but we're already at 42 minutes. And I want to show them all to you because I've made 3 in the last couple of days. So when Abby is awake, because it's kind of early right now on a Saturday, she's not up yet. But when she wakes up, I'm going to get hers because that was the first one that I made and she took it. So I asked her to hold it up. It was so cute. I said, hey, can you hold this up for me so I can take a picture? She went and ran right into her room. And it was just, the way she did it was just hilarious. Jack was cracking up. And he says, I guess she liked it. I said, yeah, I guess so. So I said, please come back. I said, if you want the blanket, you can have it. But I kind of need to take a picture of it first. So, excuse me. Again, hold on. So I'm going to do a separate video for that because I kind of wanted to, you know, show what stitch I used and chain and everything like that. So just be expecting that. I'll be wearing my, what do I have on? Oh yeah, my butterfly. Let me show you my butterfly. I know it's too big now. Look at that. So nice. And if anyone is curious, I'm at 79.5. Oh, so close to that 80. So close. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I am going to let you guys get off of here because I do have a Happy Mail video that I want to do and then a scrap game video. So you're going to see you haven't seen me in 3 weeks, but you're going to see me a lot because I'm going to upload them all. I'm not waiting. I'm going to show everything that I've been working on the days that I wasn't sick and on the days that I felt better after being sick. So thank you all so much. I would apologize for the rambling, but you know how my brain goes. When I haven't seen you guys in a while or talked to you, I just got to make sure I don't forget anything. If you have any questions about anything that I have spoken about during this video, please just put a comment below, or again, you can email me, not a problem. I will put a link down. It's Webster Cantrell Youth Advocacy. I will put that in the description box below because they do have a Facebook channel or Facebook page. And please remember to hit the like button and subscribe if you're not a subscriber. And head on over to our Facebook page, Happy to Hook Creations. We'd love to have you. All right, guys, that is it for now. I'm going to get off here, get me some tea now that I've had my cup of coffee, and I will be back. All right? I'll see you when I see you. Happy hooking, guys. Bye.